There are many effects of the One Ring that has affected the wearers. Some of them are obvious and some not as much. One of the most noticeable effects of the wearer is that it induces invisibility, at least for the hobbits. For example, Bilbo wore the ring to become invisible as part of his joke at the end of his birthday speech. Once he put it on, he vanishes. Frodo also wore the ring in brief for this effect. After singing a song about an inn, he continued singing at the request of his audience. Before he knew it, he would be invisible thanks to the One Ring. The audience all opened their mouths wide for laughter and stopped short in gaping silence, for Frodo disappeared. He simply vanished, as if he had gone slap through the floor without leaving a hole. Frodo leaned back against the wall and took off the ring. How it came to be on his finger, he could not tell. However, invisibility did not work so well at Weathertop. Despite Gandalf's warnings, Frodo would put it on for this effect in order to draw his sparrow blade. The Nazgul were still able to locate him, causing Frodo to suffer a wound when the Witch King stabbed him, and he would be in the Wraith world as well. You were in gravest peril while you wore the ring, for then you were half in the Wraith world yourself, and they might have seized you. You could see them, and they could see you. While the ring doesn't lower the physical age, it reduces aging and visibility of aging of the wearer, which is most clearly shown with Gollum, Bilbo, and Frodo. For example, in the beginning, Bilbo would be considered well preserved, which can be attributed to the ring's effect on the looks of the wearer. The ring would make them look younger than they were. At 99, they began to call Bilbo well preserved, but unchanged would have been near the mark. There were some that shook their heads and thought this was too much of a good thing. It seemed unfair that anyone should possess apparently perpetual youth as well as reputedly inexhaustible wealth. Additionally, Frodo would also show signs of good preservation, which could explain the casting of Frodo in the films. People began to notice that he showed signs of good preservation. Outwardly, he retained the appearance of a robust and energetic hobbit just out of his tweens. Some folk have all the luck, they said, but it is not until Frodo approached the usually more sober age of 50 that they began to think it queer. Additionally, Gollum was able to live to be 589 years old at the time of the ring's destruction due to his possession of the One Ring as his lifespan was preserved. And last but not least, the ring enhances the desire for more of the aforementioned events, causing the addiction of the wearer. Much like Frodo, Isildur, the son of Elendil, refused to give up the ring and instead opted to put it on and disappear, which can also look like it is the ring talking on behalf of the wearer. Isildur went west and drew the ring that hung in a wallet from a fine chain about his neck and put it on and was never seen again for a while. It is unknown the exact cause of Isildur's resistance, as well as Frodo's, at the top of Mount Doom, how much of it is based on addiction as opposed to the ring talking on behalf of the wearer. Other prime examples of the addiction would be Gollum and Bilbo. Gollum loved that no one could see him when he wore the ring and was also attracted to the ring's power. Gollum took to thieving and going about muttering to himself and gurgling in his throat. The ring went into the shadows with him, and even the Maker, when his power had begun to grow again, could learn nothing of it. It was not Gollum, Frodo, but the ring itself that decided things. The ring left Gollum. Gollum also called the ring his precious. My birthday present! It came to me on my birthday, my precious! So he had always said to himself. But who knows how Gollum came by that present ages ago in the old days when such rings were still at large in the world. Bilbo would have a similar reaction before giving up the ring, citing it as his precious, and show an immediate change in attitude when asked to give it up by Gandalf. He would first deny that he knew where the ring was when it came time to give it up. Everything, said Gandalf. The ring as well? You agreed to that, you remember. Well, yes, I suppose so, stammered Bilbo. Where is it? In an envelope, if you must know, said Bilbo impatiently. There, on the mantelpiece. Well, and... no, here it is in my pocket. He hesitated. Isn't that odd now? He said softly to himself. Yet, after all, why not? Why shouldn't it stay there? Bilbo flushed, and there was an angry light in his eyes. His kindly face grew hard. Why not? He cried. And what business is it of yours anyway to know what I do with my own things? It's my own. I found it. It came to me. Yes, said Gandalf. But there's no need to get angry. But I am. It is your fault, said Bilbo. It is mine, I tell you. My own. My precious. Yes, my precious. While he eventually gave it up, Bilbo Baggins would also experience a brief moment of temptation later when he saw the ring around Frodo's neck and again at the end, showing that he still hadn't gotten over the effects.